I have learned so many things by just watching kids and their circumstances in prayer. And this is kind of like us, too. But I remember there's a young lady, she's now a sophomore at Indiana Wesleyan University, I think. But when she was 3 years old, I was in her bedroom with her mom. And her mom did two wise things. It was bedtime. And so she says, Michaela, would you like to pray? And sort of showing off for me, she was like, oh, yeah, I want to pray, And this was her prayer. God, thank you for my ceiling and my lamp and my carpet, my Barbie dolls and my books. She went all around her room thanking God for, you've all heard this. So what is in a 3-year-old's experience? Everything that they can see and touch and experience in the moment, okay? So her mom could have said, oh, Michaela, God doesn't really care about, your dolls and your lamp and, your books and stuff. And what does Michaela have the next night to pray about? She's got nothing, exactly. So what does mom do instead, which was the right thing to do? Mom says, Michaela, that was a great prayer. So many kids don't have all these nice things that you have, and you're so grateful. And I know that God was really happy with the prayer that you prayed. And she's like, oh, because, I've done it right. She was just like, this is so good. Well, then her mom did the second thing that was wise. She said, Michaela, before we go to sleep tonight, we're going to pray one more prayer. We're going to pray for the neighbors down the street that don't know Jesus. And she named them by name, kids, parents, everybody, and then she led out in that prayer. Okay, next night, what's the first prayer out of little Michaela's mouth? The people down the street that don't know Jesus, and the other neighbors that don't know Jesus, and all the children at her preschool that don't know Jesus, and the lady at the grocery store that doesn't know Jesus. And because now it's in her experience where it wasn't before. The night before, that wasn't in her experience. Well, it's the same with us. Okay? We sometimes feel like we're getting dragged kicking and screaming into, prayer experiences, but God just wants to stretch us a little and stretch us a little and stretch us a little, and we come to him as little children, and he'll do that. And we just have to be open and aware that he might do it in some creative ways. And so if we approach it like this little 3-year-old and recognize God can move in us, we can be teaching, but we still have to recognize there's certain people that are still at that, now I lay me down to sleep and I don't know what else to say to God phase, but we can stretch them bit by bit by helping them with tools like praying scripture or understanding how God has created us in new ways.